Well, first I want to start off with, tell me why we chose this spot in Brooklyn.
This particular place is Prospect Park, and it's one of the most famous parks in Brooklyn. I was raised in this park. We have plenty of barbecues, family reunions here, and my grandmother, who's close to my heart, who I lost from cancer, her ashes were actually dumped out in Prospect Park. So
Wow.
this place for me is probably one of the most important places, and I hold dear to my heart.
Tell me about your grandmother. What was her name?
My grandmother, her name was Cordelia Jacobs. We called her Lady Bird. And she was the most beautiful woman that you can possibly meet. Sweet, soft-hearted, but she'll pop you if you do wrong. She made sure that we had our head on straight. She made sure we went to school all the time, and just her and my mom just did a great job of raising me and my older brother. Yeah.
What was the greatest lesson that she taught you?
The greatest lesson she did teach me was to keep God first. The greatest lesson she's ever taught me, because when she passed away and I was diagnosed with cancer, that message she gave me stuck with me and got me through that whole process. I felt like her and God was helping me get through it. And she was just an amazing woman. I wish you all had the privilege to meet her. She didn't really like boxing that much, though.
Really?
As much as she was a supporter of me, she didn't like boxing because Jehovah's Witnesses, you know, they're very strict. So certain things they can do and can't do with sports is one of those things that they don't really get into. So even though I seen it in her that she wanted me to be the best that I could be, she couldn't really give me that support.
Yeah.
But she let me know that I love you, and no matter what you do, I want you to be the best.
What was the last thing you said to your grandma?
The last thing I said to my grandmother, probably I love you. Because it was at a time where she was in the hospital, but she couldn't speak, but we would always just talk to her, you know. And I remember the last words that she had, though. It was hi. Someone came in the room and she was just like, hi. She had like a,
I'm sorry.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, she had like a tube in her mouth. And someone walked in and she was happy to see me, and she was just like, hi. And you could tell that the tube was cluttering her from saying the word hi, but you understood what she was trying to say. And that was the last word I heard her say, but man, it was just a tough time to go through. You know what I mean? It was very tough. I love that woman so much. And she's still with me every day. Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, it feels like I can feel her presence, you know?
Yeah.
And I think she's definitely your guardian angel
She
and
is,
watching over
absolutely. The saga continues. You know, I'm starting where my grandmother finished off. And that love is going to pass down from generation to generation. The most important thing in my life right now is my son. As a parent, we can't keep our children away from everything, but we can do our best to keep them away from the things that we know. And I'm going to do my very best. I mean, I know he's going to have that tough skin like his dad, so he's not going to be overwhelmed. But at the same time, I do want him to have a very, very extremely easygoing life. He's definitely going to have the strong morals of learning how to work hard. He's not going to be one of those spoiled kids. Oh, don't get me wrong. He's not going to be one of those little rich spoiled kids that spoon. No. He's going to be stern. He's going to understand how to work hard. He's going to do his chores. He's going to understand his homework. He's going to do a lot. I mean, I have my plan. And today was his graduation. I forgot about that. I was like so emotional today because, you know, as a dad, first time dad at that, you know, it's kind of hard. You know, my dad was there, but I would want him to be there more growing up. He was always, I would say, arm distance. I always seen him, but he didn't live there, so it was different. You know, when your parents live with you, it's a certain type of feel that you get. And, you know, with my son, I just always told myself that I always would be in his life 100%. Mm-hmm. No matter if I broke up with his mom or no matter what the situation would be, I always wanted to be that number one guy in his life. And, you know, back to the graduation, it was just emotional for me. Seeing him dancing and cheering and get his little certificate. Man, that's what I live for. My son, I love him to death, over there playing Frisbee. I love him to death, and everything I do it because I want him to be proud of me one day. I want him, when he gets of age, where he understand, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk. You know, and I'm gonna tell him the amazing things that his dad accomplished, to give him inspiration, to give him that drive. Because you're gonna need that. When you're going through school and when you're going through life as a teenager and as a young man, you need something. You need that extra, you know, that man, that guidance. And I wanna be that for him. And, you know, with everything that I've been through, man, I'm sure he's gonna look at life and all his obstacles that he's gonna go through like it's nothing. My dad beat cancer. My dad was paralyzed. He overcame that. He came back and became the middleweight champion of the world. I can do anything. You know what I mean? Excuse me 1 second. Pop, come here, give me a kiss, and then you gotta go back over there. All right.
Hi.
Daddy, let's go to have fun.
You wanna say hi to the camera? Say hi to the camera. Say, what is your name?
What's your name?
No, what is your name?
What is my name?
All right, go ahead, go play, Pop. I'll see you in a little bit.
Look at him. He's a spitting image of you. He's so cute.
When his mom tells me all the stories of, you know, when they come back from doing something, I'm just amazed. Like, that guy's so much like me. Good with the ladies, charming, has a good smile, has the cute ears.
Yes, he does.
So I'm blessed, man. My life is great. Yeah.